This video is unscripted. I'm going to be spilling the truth about what's happening in the teenage world without hiding anything in this video. I actually started reading a write-up, so I felt, why don't I share with you, my audience? I could not complete it though because I had a rush of emotion, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. So I have a write-up here by a teenager. I'll be sharing it on the screen while I read through. Then afterwards, I would point out or list the secrets she has mentioned, like things that most parents do not know that it is going on in the teenage world, or most people do not know that it's going on in the teenage world. So I'll be sharing with you, I'll be sharing this, screenshots or a snap of this copy on the screen, so you could just read through while you listen to me, and I'll be reading through and we'll talk about it like I've said. So let's get right into it. So let me inform you, this is very emotional. This teenager is someone I know, and she wrote this: the secrets in a teen's life or world. There are so many secrets in the life of teens that are unknown. Well, this statement is both true and untrue. And why would I say so? The secrets in teens' world are now all over the place, thanks to bloggers and motivational speakers in quotes. To begin with the secrets in teens' life, two phases must be faced: the beginning and now. What do I mean by this statement? You will ask, don't be faster than your shadow and try to understand. Now let's dive into this uncommon topic. So this is not my handwriting, just for you to know. This is not my handwriting, and let's just continue. The beginning, the catchy phrase used by our mothers: anything that has a beginning must have the ending. Well, most secrets don't have an ending as they continue to haunt. Unlikely, this is a burden carried and roamed about with: the spoilt and deranged childhood, the regretful dates of them doing a particular thing to cause secrets and unknown images that flashes and wanting to finish it like it's a movie, the hunger and thirst for more, death, the outcome and consequences, the pain and scars, the threats and promises, the heart's wrench, guilt built upon nothing but lies, the causes, the rest and error. Is this rest? You can never be someone. Okay. So yeah, she has talked about, like I said, I'll keep to my promise. After reading through, we'll talk about it. So the next page, let's pour out our hearts one after the other. The spoilt and deranged childhood. How were you born? Can you remember the situation? If you can, was the atmosphere blissful or lackful? Let's talk about lackful. Being born into a family not so rich, not close to poor, but there is a big but on the day of delivery. The man is nowhere to be found, but I don't know what's there. And young with, and okay, maybe spending time with his friend, not with joy but with a big thrown and unpleasant anger. He comes home, they hear screams and things hitting the wall. They hear arguments, but in their little baby's world, they are happy that people are around them. They clock 7, they start being hit. They've had broken bones, had so many concussions, been so many coma, and they grow up in that atmosphere. Later in years, they are being told, you don't know how to love, you get angry easily. They also get you look like a mad person whenever you are angry. The teens try thinking back to their childhood and find nothing pleasant, and then they are like, I lived a deranged childhood. Nothing good about it. No peace, no smile. Obviously in secret. So they are not saying it out. They are saying this in secret. Saying it to themselves. Through thinking, their mind, that will lead us to the scar and pains. The scar and pains, they are both internal and external. The external are the marks on the body, and the pain, when they got it, it can be cleared and found with no pain again. But the internal, that's the heart, is what keeps on bleeding and breaking into pieces and breaking into pieces on the remembrance of the past and the errors. This is 95% about females, and it is the rape and molestation. The internal bleeding begins after the fruit has been taken, rape. Then the calculation of errors begins. Oh, why did I do this? I shouldn't have done this. I should have run. Why did I go out? You know, some leave this stage into death, into depression, and not wanting to have anything to do with a man. Why the worst are those who leave the cycle of repeating occurrence into a dangerous one. You see, the rape caused it. They couldn't control it. No one to trust. They gave in to it. That's why I said unknown images that flashes and wanting to finish it like it's a movie. The layman's explanation for this is that the flashing scene of the rape, sex, occur and they want more. So they pick their phone up, search for pornography in order to keep them in the moment. That is their own way of being free from that pain. Then it feels like it is a normal thing because there is no one to trust. They feel guilty for it, and when they are being asked questions like, are you a virgin? They say yes. Guilt upon guilt, nothing but lies. But to me, I feel like they are still virgins. That's what a teenager is saying, not me. In what way, you ask? Well, it's like this. Forcefully, they are not virgins, but consensually, they still are. The fact that most people are raped by someone close to them, either father, brother, cousin, uncles, family friend, is a big pain. And I shake my head in pity and disgrace because they are a huge failure in impacting the community with godliness. And the most annoying part is that most of them preach. Most of them still condemn the person they are using or have used, instead of keeping short. Do you know that you leave the female with, I don't know what she did, with, I don't know what is there, after rape, and most of them, maybe I think with disease after rape, you leave the female, most of them with disease after rape. So let's say that. So the tiny little voice and parents. Let's talk about the parents. You don't understand your child. All you do is insult and curse. This person is just writing like sharing the pains that's happening, and these are secrets that many parents do not know about. Like, I'm trying to imagine all of those things. I'm trying to see a teenager in this situation, and yet all they do is smile. All they do is they try to just put up with things going on and feel like they are okay. But this is secret that they've been harboring. Let's continue, please. Let's talk about the parents. You don't understand your child. All you do is insult and curse. Then you tell your child that the only reason why he or she is in your house is because you have been told that God wants to use them for great things. Most parents, mothers, are behind their children's depression. Most parents, father, are behind their children's molestation and rape. It can also be the other way around. The father can be behind depression and the mother can also be behind molestation. The tiny little voice is what this discourage, yeah. The tiny little voice is what discourages sin to keep short. What is the threat? What if the threat were real? Will you amount to anything? You cannot make it in life. You are a disgrace. And I'm a victim of these 3 statements. So like I said, I did not read it completely, and this is a teenager I know. So for her to now specify this, it's saying I'm a victim of these 3 statements. Let me take that again. You will amount to nothing. You cannot make it in life. You are a disgrace. You will amount to nothing. You cannot make it in life. You are a disgrace. The truth is, most parents say these things because they are angry. They say it when they are angry, and that's why it's important for parents to control their emotions. No matter how much your child pushes you, no matter how much they get to you, please try to control your emotions. Like these words that, like, it's not something that was said recently to her, but it really got to her, and she can't forget these phrases. She said she's a victim of it. So please, if you're a parent and you're watching this, mind what you say to your child. Look at this thing. She can never forget these words. If she ever amounts to something great and she's telling her story, she will always include it in her story. Parents, please. Okay, let's just finish it up. I'm a victim of these 3 statements. The painful thing is the fact that we all cover up at the tiny voices, but I pray God help us. There are secrets that runs in my mind in the mind of a teen, and there are thousands of teens who need help to ease these secrets and be free. Likely the adoption manner. Oh my God. So at the end, she said likely the adoption manner. She's suggesting that teenagers should come out and speak up and, you know, share the secret things they are keeping away from people because of the tiny voices, the threat that have been said to them. And when they do, the solution can be adoption by other parents, with parents that, you know, can help them experience life better. I cannot just imagine how this feels like. Parents, I believe parents love their children, but the course of parenting, the parenting journey is not entirely easy, and there is a likelihood that emotions will get in the way. You know, when as a person you are angry, when you are angry with an adult like you, if you're unable to control your emotions and you say certain things, even as your relationship with your child, even as you get angry when relating with your child, you will definitely do the same thing. You will definitely do the same thing, and you put your child in so much pain, because most of the things these children do is not because they want to do it. And like I've always said, they are growing, they are developing, they are still trying to get the grasp of life. Scientists have it that the brain develops right from birth till 25 years. So imagine teenagers making mistakes during their development process. There are ways to correct and to discipline them. So let me just list the secrets that, you know, have been mentioned in this teenagers write-up. From all the teenagers said, I've been able to deduce 7 secrets. And first of all, they have burden that they carry about in their hearts. Like they have so much burden that's in their hearts. Secondly, childhood all started as early as 7 years. They've been hurt as a child as early as 7 years. Then victims of rape. Some of them are victims of rape, and this happened with family members, close family members, family friends, and even their father I'm referring to the female teenagers. And also it happens even with the male teenagers. Even their mothers, they've been victims of rape. They are in pain and they are depressed. They are in pain and they are depressed. I would actually like, if you're a teenager and you're watching this and you find yourself in this situation, there's a link in the description. Please reach out to me and we'll talk about how to get you a therapist so you can have a beautiful life, because the essence of this channel is to ensure that you teenagers, you children are well prepared to face adult life and not getting into adult life with so much hurt that you end up hurting others. So if you are here, reach out to me using that link and let's get you started on the journey. The next one is they need someone to trust and talk to. They need someone they can trust and someone they can talk to. Like she said, that nobody to trust and to speak up. So they need someone to trust and to talk to. Parents or adults watching, if you are here in this situation, in this position, and you have teenagers around you, you have children around you, put yourself in that position that they can trust you and they can talk to you about every and anything. Parent, this is your whole duty. Let them realize that, you know, we have to be in that place that our children realize that no matter what, they can talk to us about anything. We have to be in that position that it never crosses their mind that they can't talk to you about anything. Like, it never crosses their mind that they can't talk to us about anything as parents. Number 6, they are hurt by the words of parents. Right? They are hurt. They have so much pain by the words their own parents have said to them, and they are holding on to it. They are holding on to it so much. Unless I forget, I actually have this teenager's permission to do this video, so it's not like I'm letting a secret or something she wrote to me personally and I'm bringing it to public. No. So she talked about the 3 things her parents have said to her, and she held it so close to her heart that it hurts her so much. She said, I'm a victim of this. I'm a victim of this. And lastly, they might prefer adoption. This is not funny. If you gave birth to a child, you are using your resources to train this child, and your teenager or your child at a teenage stage can open up to say they will prefer adoption, then there is a lot of problem and there is a lot of work to be done. But there is hope for you. You can start with simple steps. You can start with reaffirming your love for them. You can start with learning about parenting. You can start with how to handle situations better, specific situations better. And you can also start by putting this child or by connecting your child to us for coaching. We could address this session. We could address these situations and you begin to see differences. So if you are here and you like your child to, you know, be coached by a children coach, that is myself, and be a mentor to your child, there's a link in my description, in the description of this video. Do well to reach out to me. Do well to reach out to me. Do well to reach out to me. We will talk. We'll have a free call. Then we will know the next step to take about your teenager or your child. If you watch this video, it simply means that you care so much about teenagers. You care so much about children. You care so much about your parenting. And I'm glad you stayed to this point. I tried as much as I could to control my emotions reading through this letter. And I hope that this will make a lot of difference. And a lot of people would see it. So you can do me a favor by sharing this video on your WhatsApp status, on your social media pages, and get more parents to read this letter and to also see what is going on in the teens world. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying with me to this point. I remain Idera Solomon. Until I see you in my next video. Bye for now.